of a match. And Bala, that's probably the most eloquent way you can lay this thing down.
Who was that? Who was that philosopher?
I think it was Sir Brennan Hook.
Wow.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, knighted too, because of that wise debate skills. Either way, I think there's a lot of questions still about, obviously, the Death touched on so many of them, right? The role that Curry's going to be playing is not the one that he's been playing recently. And now he's going to get Tier 1 team and filling big, big shoes, Doug.
How big, you think?
Zeta's shoes? Massive.
You think so? Yeah, you may be right. Cloud9 starting off on attack. You see that, I don't want to say common because we haven't seen Fade for very long, but that same haunt that goes up, the Sage roll instantly gets dropped as OpTic are able to keep the initial push back.
Yeah, but Leaf has got a great position actually to find some kills after this Viper wall goes down.
See, he's not doing a whole lot yet. You've got a pretty interesting flank coming through from Ye. Oh, this may be a problem. Yeah, it is. Ye gets the opener in the series.
Oh,
Curry just trades it right back.
Hey, he was just holding mid the entire time, but actually Finesse is re-exploring in towards A, realizing that this hit is going to go towards B,
30 seconds left.
but they don't have a Sage wall anymore. They don't have a Viper wall, so how do they get this plant down? Hopefully they'll be able to do it, and they will. Nobody actually fighting this at all, and on the backside, Curry goes down to Finesse in a really awkward fight, and the flank is on.
And the flank continues as Finesse is able to get another. How many more can he find? No more. Zeppa takes care of him. Spike ticking away. A 3v2 turns into a 3v1 very quickly. Zeppa's still healthy, though, and you've got Crashies and Victor pretty weak. But Victor's sticking it. He's already gotten half. He has to pull off. Zeppa 2! Oh my gosh! 10 HP. Crashies is weak, and he's just going to stick it the whole way, and he gets the kill at the end. OpTic take the pistol.
Oh, I hate this already. That looks so cool. He almost won it, and he just sticks it. And then there's the waffling going down on the flank between Curry and Finesse. He gets another kill somehow. I can't believe that round was even close. Either way, OpTic come out strong on the defense. And Cloud9 will have to attack their way again. They've bought a hero rifle on Leaf. He's got a Vandal armor. It was dropped to him by Zeppa from those 3 kills that he got, so maybe it will actually convert into something. And this is very difficult to actually read into. So what they need to do is hide the fact that he's a Vandal for a long time until he can get into a position to actually pick somebody off.
A green wall up against one singular Leaf as he floats his way forward. He's got the handle that you mentioned. All right, jigs up. They know.
Still backside. Nobody there to actually trade Finesse. So they're going to be able to get this spike down. Nobody's still here to actually deny it. And because of how it went on pistol round, Finesse is going for something cheeky, though. He's just walking through.
Entirely unexpected as he's able to find value. Vanity trades him out, though. That Vandal's still just kind of sitting harmlessly, as it hasn't been picked up by anyone. And now the gun advantage on full display. I was going to say, as OpTic have control, but Curry's able to take care of that. Now a 2v2 here. Spike.
And he got it. Snuck away with the Vandal.
They did. And they've got lineups. How do OpTic get in?
Still plenty of time. Even this Molly won't completely deny.
He's got a swing. Vanity with the first. There's the Molly. There's no way Marv gets in. Yeah, and then he gets dropped at the very end. Vanity gets the third, and the hero rifle ball, it pays off in a big way for Cloud9.
Absolutely it does. And Vanity also gets a couple kills in that round, too. Well on his way to the 20 bomb that Sideshow said was necessary, potentially, for Cloud9 to go up against OpTic on this very impactful roll swap for him onto KO. And a massive decision, too. Remember, off the backs of just Zeppa getting those 3 kills, he's able to buy a Vandal up for Leaf. Leaf gets 1, and then they sneak away with the gun. Fast mid take here from Cloud9. And I'm wondering if the pace will slow down again. Yes. As the haunt goes over, they slow it down just to group up. And the Prowler's actually pushing Crashies all the way back, too.
Well, they've got to be careful here. OpTic have spent 2 down B long. And yeah, Leaf isn't able to hold him back.
A lot here relies on
Well, it looks like Victor's going to pick up a weapon real quick and upgrade that to continue this round.
He's got to be able to hold on to this flank, Curry does. Because, yeah, there's the first kill as well. There's still 2 players that he has to fight through, because otherwise it exposes the rest of his team, and they're doing a great job shutting it down. Multiple players coming from multiple sides, and hold on. The second Marv's close.
I was going to say they hadn't dealt with Victor's Vandal, and he's gotten it down to a 1v1. And he still has that Bulldog. Marv did already tapped. He taps the second time. It's a game of chicken to shoulders thrown. Vanity, tempting fate. And Marv has real no choice but to stick it. He's already gotten it to half, but I don't think Vanity's going to give him enough. He's going to get the kill again as Cloud9 get to 2.
Really well played from Vanity again. In tense moments. I thought that round as Curry was wrapping up those kills in mid was going to go really well for them, but then the flank comes through from Victor. On the side of the spike. But Vanity holds steadfast again. The timing on his shoulder peaks to check if he's actually on the spike. And within the first 3 rounds, we get exactly what we wanted. Traded rounds, Cloud9 forcing 1 Vandal. I mean, everything you could have wanted from this giga banger of a match.
Where are you?
Yeah, again in a position to cause problems. Swings around at just the right time. And so far, the hero for Cloud9 is drop picked right back up. Thanks to Mitch.
Break down the delay wall. Double ult coming in.
Yeah, but what can they find with it? Yeah, he's glad to keep it back for now. Yeah, there's a trail that's going to keep him on his tail. But for now, nothing doing. The spike goes down.
Ult pushes everybody back, but they just wait out the trails, actually. Still 1 C's for Zeppa. And he's playing close. Counter no command as well, though, completely denies any of that.
First flash, Mitch. Line not able to see much as OpTic find the room that they need. They find the space to work with, and they retake the site. Curry's left alone. He's got 2 snake bites,
yeah,
but he has way too many targets to deal with, and Victor's going to get the defuse.
He just was in range of the no commands. I thought for sure he was going to be able to get those snake bites off, but he's too close, and he gets tagged once. And that's pretty much it. So no snake bites out. Ah, that hurts for Curry in his first game here with Cloud9.
Just a couple of pistols to work with here for Cloud9. They still have that Hero Vandal that we saw a couple of rounds ago. This time, once again, in the hands of Leaf. On the side of OpTic, you've got rifles. You're going to have the Tour de Force out from Ye. Full armor to boot, too.
They're going to go for this so often.
Did he get it? Yeah, he did. So they were able to get early space towards the A orb, get Marv the Viper Spit.
And that's going to be huge because last time, remember, Leaf tried to walk up with this hero rifle. This time there's a little bit more behind the rest of the teammates. And they reactively put it down. But this one's not actually covering the top of 410. So they can sneak through if they do so desire.
Finesse spots a little something. The flash in his face. He tries to spam through, and it doesn't matter as Vanity gets one up close and personal. He upgrades a weapon, gets a second. So far, things to be working out okay.
And they've got the pit down on their own.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous from Vanity. Crashes go for hero play, though. His teammate's nowhere near.
Big kill out from Curry. Now Ye's on the flank. Do they continue?
Look at Victor. He's running away. Yeah, he doesn't have anything, so just the tour de force to try to get some guns down.
This is usually where the magic happens, though. Yeah, looking for anything he can find. Takes care of Zeppa. We've got Leaf, who's repositioned to the opposite side. Any sort of value he can find at this point would have been icing on the cake. And an otherwise pretty bad situation, but he just gets one.
Vanity again, though. Immediately walking top of pipes, recognizing the gap that they have. Finesse is trying to hold on to that rope push that could be. And he's up to 7 and 4. 2 rounds as well, picking up a Vandal on a round that he shouldn't be able to do so. And gets big impact. And also, we have to pay attention to how OpTic is playing that. That time, Crash just tried to walk in, make a hero play by himself, right? No delay, because both of his teammates die on site. So Cloud9 full taking advantage of that. Double shock lined up to actually potentially catch Curry. It's interesting, because usually that's against a drone of a Sova player, but they don't have one on the other side.
And what's been an otherwise eventful start to this map very quickly transitions to a quiet round. As you see on your minimap, Cloud9 haven't made it up very far at all. You just now have Zeppa starting to explore up ramp. A little bit more attention leaning B.
So one problem here for Cloud9, they don't have a drone to clear A's position. And he's so good in these spots.
You messed him up. Messed him up, Victor. He's going to have to drop down. Presence noted. And here comes the Hunter's Fury. He's trying to push forward, trying to find some space. Mitch gets a wall up, and Victor patiently able to spam right through, not able to get the kill. As Curry trades that out, the spike goes down.
Step right through the toxic screen at the worst moment, too. We're looking like OpTic of old, saving immediately here.
Yeah.
And no Yay with no op either. Cloud9 is doing a great job actually forcing their way onto these sites.
OpTic have to be, and I don't even know how we'd get to this from a data perspective, but OpTic have to be one of the most fiscally sound teams in all of North America, right? I mean,
yeah, I mean, especially on IceBox specifically.
Yeah.
Responsible in their saves. But again, there, I think a player on OpTic or two are getting ahead of the play, right? Ahead of what's coming. When they're trying to deny the plant, trying to find any sort of kill. There was the round where Crossy's pushed through the Viper's pit, then this round as well. Victor trying to get through the toxic screen to break down the Sage wall. And it will have to be a timeout here called. The other thing to note too, Cloud9 had a fantastic attack side against Evil Geniuses on this map in week number 1, right? So starting out strong, that seems to present the same trend that they had the last time too, even though there's been a swap. And Curry, I mean, outside that first pistol round, he's certainly moved up.
yeah, you even think about that massive kill just at the end of this previous round here through the Sage wall to be able to take care of Victor, who was looking to play spoiler at a key moment. And it was really that. And then the subsequent kill that essentially put OpTic in a situation where they realized they had no play and they were just going to punt the rest of it out.
Yeah.
So yeah, excellent start other than the pistol, as you mentioned, from Curry so far.
And I have to wonder what's going to happen when actually does get the op online, though. Because in that position that he just was, where he got punished from Leaf, Cloud9 just walked up, right? Mm. And you're not going to be able to do that when does get his op online. And that has been a key in the eco rounds that they won with the hero buys. And in that last round too. So that has to be important. When you talk about physically great on this map, at least for OpTic, still not really getting that. In 7 rounds too.
It's interesting. You saw the knife come out at the very beginning of the round by Vanity to hit Kitchen. Nobody was tagged off of that. See Leaf creeping forward, just thinking about it. There is an alarm bot on the other side to keep him at bay, though. There he goes exploring. No response from OpTic, though.
That's really nice, too, for him to proactively put down the TP so he doesn't have to cross at all. And then be able to get that off in time as Victor tries to knife him.
I have the spike.
But still no sign of what exactly they want to do. Meanwhile, OpTic doesn't have that much in terms of actually information other than they were exploring mid at some point. Oh, they're faking mid right now. Vanity's just put down, or actually, Mitch has just put down the wall.
Oh, but kills on both sides. And perhaps a false sense of security as Ye still plays back sight. Oh, that's as free a kill as you're going to get. The siege shows up a bit late. The spike is still down in no man's land. As Ye tries to keep the Prowler back, succeeds. Crashes with the shock dart. It's Vanity. He's going to have to do it himself.
There's still mollies on the spike, though, so...
Yeah, he can't get in. Nothing being given to him, man. Nothing at all. Well played by OpTic.
Another gun round, too. And Cloud9 have stacked up the money. But over and over, we're seeing late round kills going very, very well in favor of OpTic. That time, Ye coming out huge. Kind of shutting down the round because there was a mid split going on at the same time. Cloud9 tried to fake over towards B. But usually those late round mid splits where OpTic is already falling off of B, they're not playing in the lane that you see right here. They're more playing in towards mid, hoping for their utility to be able to delay them a lot.
Early wall out from Finesse gets taken out as Leaf uses the Tour de Force to try to spot anyone, and he does. Takes care of Victor.
They're grouping too. Siege just went off too to catch people trying to fall off of B site. Doesn't actually find Marv though.
Here comes Cloud9. Victor's already fallen. How much space can Cloud9 find? They have an all commanded wall to provide a little bit of cover at the very end. And the spike goes down without challenge.
And they have to wait out till the suppresses end, and they do.
No ults for OpTic here to fight back.
Leaf, one slow could really put a wrench in everything here. Oh.
There's that slow that you mentioned, the flash. Leaf is still in a world of hurt, but Mitch is able to hold fast, at least for now, as he gets 2. Leaf not able to get much else. It's a 3v2 in favor of Cloud9. His kills just continue to trade back and forth. He's left alone, and I don't know that he's going to have time. He doesn't have any health either. He's just going to try to save the weapon. Another round going in favor of Cloud9.
And we were talking about it. Leaf on yellow actually tried to TP and stuck actually towards yellow. I'm not sure where his second TP was or what happened there, but they nullified him, right? There were slows going on in his position. There was a nade as well. He's blind. He doesn't get anything with his Tour de Force, so no slow fields put down from him. But the rest of Cloud9 still responds so easily to the onslaught coming on. That delay was too much. And Finesse made the rotate all the way off B to go res Victor, who got picked early. And that costed a lot of time.
See that utility set up to deny the orb there from Cloud9. That was pretty.
And it's important too because actually Ye has been trying to farm. We talked about the op problems. Getting that Tour de Force up. So important that he gets caught by the classic Curry spot. Super unusual for Ye, who's so methodical when he does those pushes. Curry actually was almost the first person in NA at least to start playing Viper and start making it one of the meta picks on this map. And he was playing in those spots just like that, where it's so easy to catch people pushing.
You see the layers to Cloud9, man. They have this round locked up. You see Zeppo was left behind to get the kill off of Victor when he was getting the orb. Curry controlling mid-map. And now look at how far up Zeppo is.
And Marv has no escape.
There's nowhere to go.
Even if he was able to find a gun, he's trapped. Cloud9 looking really good right now. Another anti-eco for them. They haven't had much chances for that, surprisingly enough. Because this game, while the score is 6-3, what has it been? Is it 2 wins so
At
far?
most, yeah.
Yeah, which Cloud9 is buying a Vandal into, basically, and the rest are just holding pistols. I mean, really, really good job from them to convert on those 2 rounds. But OpTic, sloppy, continuously on anti-eco rounds. That was a problem for them at Reykjavik, and it's still a problem now, apparently.
That's going to be a problem, too. If Leaf continues to get these duels onto Ye, could prove to be a long day for OpTic.
It's super rare to see Ye not able to find value over 10 rounds from an operator, from a sniper.
Kind of goes back to what Josh was saying earlier, right? Like, the expectation has become that he drops 20, 25, 30. His greatness has become so commonplace.
Yeah.
That, to his point, you've just kind of become desensitized to it. But when it's lacking, it hurts.
Yeah. It's immediately everybody's talking about it. Oh.
But you've still got Crashies. 2 nice kills out from him to try to keep back the push on A. And he gets info to the 3rd. As the 4th thought, yeah, I thought it was going to be there, and he does. He gets it through the shock dart. And Zeppa's left alone in this 1v3. He did pick up the spike, and he's got a chance at this. 1v2 now. Haunt not getting any info, but the ult certainly is. Oh, how does Zeppa play this? He decides to push forward, and Marv just yoinks him out of the sky for OpTic to get 4.
Just backed off. Stuck on an off angle. Actually didn't use the sound to his advantage. He could have dropped down, for example. But even still, difficult angle to fight for. This is gorgeous from Crashies. Then the last shock, what we missed, essentially, as he died. Right on top of the player. Finally, yeah, he's actually bought up and has the operator in this.
It's been a long time coming. We'll see what he can find with it. That wall up from FNS is going to block, delay, push from B at the beginning of the round. Once again, we see that ult orb farmed in the hands of Curry. Now 1 point away from having that Viper's Pit.
Last time they used it over towards A. Counter Viper's Pit after Vanity got a couple huge kills, but wow.
With an op, by the way. Just pushing forward. Reckless abandon as he changes over to the Headhunter. No target given quite yet, but Victor's just on the other side of the wall.
And the problem is, with this Viper's Pit, it kind of ceded space that Leaf took. So they don't even really care. They're just going to play against somebody playing there.
He's got to be careful here, and there it is. Leaf gets 1. Repositions. It's Marv playing in his Viper's Pit, creeping his way forward.
Oh. Meanwhile,
they've left him.
Yeah, while they're falling back, Curry's actually put down a wall as he falls, so that's not going to be impactful at all, but you can see the idea. For them to take B through mid late in the round.
They're going to come back? But do they expect Marv?
They have to be quiet. Otherwise, Marv has full information on how to play, but with the pit falling, I think they think he's left completely.
How much info can Leaf find? There it is. He can find 1 kill. That's plenty of good info. Victor trades him out. The trap is still set. 10 seconds left. They are going to be able to get the spike down. Now the 3 remaining members of OpTic are going to take this in from the defender's side. Spike goes down. Victor with no armor trying to reposition. Drops down. Moving forward, Mitch. Should get a chance at something here. Oh, Ye still lands a shot with the op. Mitch able to get the first and the second. 1 more remaining. Finesse up in heaven. Mitch falls down. Snaps not able to get the second as Zeppa cleans him up and Cloud9 get to 7.
Ridiculous stuff as well for them to stop Marv in his tracks, who had such a read on the round. Knew as soon as they got that kill on the Curry, they'd have to fall back over towards A. And it's Leaf, right now in this moment, that takes him out from the backside. Remember, he was lurking up inside of A at the beginning of that round. Took out Crashies as he tried to shoulder peek. And he's just held that spot.
Leaf still with that operator. Got a couple of ultimates to work with here as we enter the last round of the half. Crashies has a little something to work with. Vanity and Curry do too. And an aggressive push out from Ye because, well, why not? And he's going to spot the spike. He's going to spot the spike. He's going to get a kill too, but does he understand someone's right behind him? Mitch doesn't get the timing on the first. Is Ye unknowingly. Why not? Mitch is just waiting. He knows he's there. Great reaction. And off of that ball, really no space taken.
Marv is still pushed up on top of that white box. Yeah, right here next to it. And at the same time, Leaf explored all the way up kitchen again. Marv is in hot water though. Barely escapes.
Yeah, it seems to have cooled off considerably. As Leaf, you mentioned he was in kitchen with the op. He's now working his way back down tube. Spike's on that down. Wall goes up. Look at Zeppa. Sneaky son of a gun. And there it is. He's paid off. The patience pays off as Zeppa gets a second.
They still think he's there.
I mean, Finesse and Victor have so much work before them. Taking care of Zeppa is a great start.
Curry's still got 2 snake bites too.
Yeah. Can Leaf find anything with this up? Yes, he can. Just went from bad to worse for Finesse. Leader for OpTic. No armor. That's one. Upgrades. He's going to have to go fast. And he very quickly is met with his demise. An 8-4 half for Cloud9 here on IceBox. Friends, we're going to a break. We will be back to close out this map. Don't go anywhere. We walked into this series with a lot of questions. How would Curry look on Cloud9? Would Ye be able to drop 50? Is Josh really Iron 3? And some of those have been answered, not all, as we enter the second half of IceBox. Cloud9 with a big lead, and I am being told that there was a player who disconnected, and that is the reason for this technical pause, but we'll be getting back into the fun stuff here as soon as possible. Balla, Cloud9 look really good right now with this new roster.
Yeah, they do. Mad props to Curry, but I'm specifically looking at Vanity. He's continuing what he did last week against EG. Super impactful. Like, he might not be leading the scoreboard, but he's up there. And also, those rounds that he won were thrifty rounds, essentially. I mean, they're very low buy, picking up Vandals from his teammates or actually getting one from the opponents as well. So he's playing really, really well. And yeah, you have to say Curry has been so far so good. I think this is a role that he's really comfortable with on this map. Clearly, he's playing old positions, and it feels like they've slotted him in perfectly. I think on the other side, though, for me, OpTic, while Ye is still 12-10, he only had an op in his hands one round, outside of the tour de force rounds, which has come naturally, which is very, very surprising. So those eco round losses that they had, mad impactful.
And those eco round losses really are what have gotten us to this point. You mentioned Vanity and the value he's able to provide in those tense moments. Those situations that seem unwinnable, or at least shouldn't go his way, have gotten him here. Now, reminder that this is just the first map. This is Cloud9's pick, but they certainly do look good. You also mentioned, you mentioned Ye, and well, for good reason. I think Finesse has also been pretty pivotal, in the way that he's played out this first half, and you kind of wonder, now that they're turning towards attack, is he going to be able to keep that up?
Yeah, I think yes and no. I mean, this is obviously the half that's much more difficult, I think, for Stage players to play, just in general. Obviously, their focus is a lot different, and their role is a lot different. They're not going to be able to make the type of plays that Finesse was making, walking through late and whatnot. He has to be the forefront, putting that wall down. But also, I think the way that the chamber changes have actually played out here, where there's only one trademark, I think Cloud9 was taking very, very good advantage of that. You saw Leaf just free floating a lot of times, just going up kitchen, breaking it, and there's nothing else that people could play off of from that second trademark. And you saw Ye try to actually push to take advantage of that on the opposite side as well, right? But every single time, there was somebody receiving on the end of Cloud9, and he couldn't find that value. I expect Cloud9 to really try to lean into that idea as well, because so far, if their game plan on attack is around kind of abusing that, and being able to walk up a lot more times, walking into sites, then on defense, on defense, it's certainly going to be that way as well.
I'm being told now that one tech pause was not enough. We wanted another. And while it was initially on the side of Cloud9, it seems like OpTic had a couple of issues of their own. Both of them have since been rectified. And now we're getting back into IceBox. Again, an 8-4 half for Cloud9 in this opener of this best of three. Two seeming titans in North America clashing for the first time this stage. And while the score may not necessarily reflect it, there have been a lot of rounds that have delivered.
Sure. Yeah, that's absolutely correct. I think at the beginning of that game, it already started off tense. And we're going to the second half as well. Right now, OpTic has to pull back something very difficult on their attack side right now. Instantly. B-Wall and Orban towards mid. doesn't look like anything crazy. We're also going to have to pay attention to crashes and how he finds impact with that drone, because that was missing for Cloud9 on the first half. It barely makes it all the way up towards white at the top, so you can't clear yellow with it.
OpTic turning their attention to B. They have left
They're going to push.
Marved as a trap on A, but yeah, everything else is going that way, and you see a very different variety and very different flavor of a wall as they put that down, but the fragment, okay, Finesse is able to get away, and look at them push into defender spawn. Victor's there, oh, but he's not able to get anything as Leaf takes care of him. Curry finds another one as OpTic just kind of fall apart. The defenses for Cloud9 seem too strong, at least for now. Oh. And well, it never really turned off of that.
Stick is just continuing as well. Leaf just keeps getting the better of Ye in that long-range chamber fight. One taps him out of the round. And it's cool to see. Not only Cloud9 responds so well to that strat, where I call it the Navi strat, that's the first time I saw it, but DRX is running it a lot against OpTic and their opponents on IceBox at Reykjavik. So OpTic just steals it, but Cloud9 is prepped for it, right? Immediately Vanity knows how to throw the nade for it. Finesse is going down very low, and they're already fighting in the back of Snowman by the hut. They already know that that's going to be where they're going to take the fight. And it honestly kind of felt like they knew it was coming as well, with how slow that approach was with the wall and the smoke.
Ooh. We were talking about the matchup between Ye and Leaf and how it seems like Leaf has had his number. This feels like one of the few times this entire map we can say it's gone the other way. That's big for Victor to get another one. That's a one Spectre on the side of OpTic here.
Yeah, but he's all stuck. And Zeppa knows it. Uses the wall. Curry's wall, who's on the other side of the map, by the way, perfectly. Good comms, clearly, from Cloud9 right there. And Curry's going for more.
Yeah, he wants eco frags. Ye seems like he's been heating up, at least this round. How have they gotten it to this point? Now they have two Spectres to work with, and yeah, Ye is weak. But Zeppa's got a decent shot at this. He just spotted Marv too. Oh, he lands the shots! As Marv was falling out of the sky, Zeppa gets it to a 1v1. And again, we talked about how good Ye's been this round. He's gonna have to do it again.
There's 3 Headhunter bullets too. He's holding the Spectre.
Oh, the shoulder! And Zeppa gets it. 3 at the end of the round and gets the defuse as well.
Unbelievable. OpTic almost pulled out their own eco round win. But Cloud9 say no. Multiple holes in that round that Cloud9 or OpTic actually pushed into. For example, Victor picking up the Spectre, pushing back sight, but Zeppa cleans him up. And then also Curry fighting on this A site, getting 2. A little bit all over the place. Chaotic round to say the least. But Cloud9 look like they don't mess around with these anti-ecos. Super clean right now. And they're up by 6. Not something I expected. Even their map pick, OpTic started to improve a lot on this map. On the tail end of stage 1.
You mentioned the previous round being chaotic. I've got to draw attention to Vanity with the judge. In a lot of instances, the definition of chaos. See if he gets a chance at anything as Leaf. Another opener. Now the Viper's wall goes up. They're pushing into B. And they may get some room to work with here. You've just got to clear out Zeppa. Just much easier said than done.
And he's falling back into a position where he can't be cleared. So slow getting up on this spike. Look at as well Vanity flanking with the judge. Knows that this is real. And Ye gets traded.
Oh, Leaf! Leaf is so good from backside as he gets 4!
Unbelievable. Oh, he got back into that position. And was able to fight him all off as the wall comes up. Gorgeous stuff again from Cloud9, and that almost puts OpTic, I mean, that almost ends the game right there. Low money. Have to make the decision whether to force for OT or play for the win. And Ye did a great job as well walking up in that space after they got slowed down for so long. But Leaf just drops down to the back of sight. Come on.
And it was really following the trail that the Prowler had left behind, right? Like,
Sure.
Zeppo was able to clear out, get up into Nest, and mess with Finesse, but the important thing was the space that Leaf took off of that. That's what allowed him to get in the position to get the 3 kills that he did. Massive kills they were.
And it's interesting, too. Leaf getting another entry on that round. But OpTic is still neck and neck with them in terms of first kills. They're actually ahead 8-9 or 8-7.
Really just kind of tells the story of how large the deficit was, right? When you think about this first 3 rounds and how it seems like Leaf can do no wrong. OpTic had a massive lead there, but it just hasn't converted. They haven't been able to get those numbers advantages into round wins. See the buy coming out from OpTic here. A Vandal, a Spectre, and a Bulldog. Make that 2.
Playing for the win. Trying to stop OT right here.
Both ready.
Big investment because they have the tour de force. And he's focused right now.
Lightning quick to get out of a precarious situation.
I like that setup from Zeppa and Mitch as well. To try to bait actually the attention. Ye was focused on Zeppa's position. If Mitch was a slight second earlier, that flash catches him, they get that easily. But on the other side, Vandy can't really help Curry.
Ah, he gets spotted. That's cleared out. The element of surprise of the judge now gone.
Oh,
Speaking of gone. Yeah, he gets taken out. That tour de force no longer in play. Remember, for OpTic here, the situation is very clear. They're looking to play for the win here to deny overtime, and it's a long way back up. But they're trying to take the first step. Still a 4v4 here. Victor swings through. 30 HP left. Now they're going to have to deal with the ult. As they continue to push forward, look at Zeppa. He's going to be able to find a second one under as Zeppa gets 4, and Mitch not able to get the last. It's a 1v1. He's got the Viper's Pit too.
just
Got
right
the
on
spike.
top of him.
Leaf drops down, and Leaf cleans him up to get to 12.
And they didn't even get the spike down either, so no spike plant money. Oh, it's shambles. It's complete shambles. The gamble does not work out. And Cloud9 put themselves on match point. Zeppa, by the way, 22 kills, is farmed on the second half. Absolutely so good. And that's such a difficult place as well to be fatal to, because there's so many. I mean, they're coming from above, they're coming from below you, and you can't hear any of it. Massive capitalization.
Leaf using his tour de force at the beginning of the round. Vanity 1 point from his ultimate.
And Ye going exploring right here. This is what you see when OpTic has no other options. Ye go kill. And it might work out. He's got, oh, Curry knows, man. Oh my goodness.
Enemy down.
For a first game, man, for an opening match for the kid, that is so well played. He's clearly putting the system very well.
Not too shabby of a start at all. Again, it seems like Cloud9 have just done everything right. And OpTic again find themselves down. With only 50 seconds left in the round. As it gets traded back, Marved. Left off where Ye was a moment ago. Curry swings around and finds a second in the same spot, returning to the scene of the crime. Does he expect finesse?
Is this just 3 awareness kills in a row? No. But still also gets a
Maybe.
lead.
Curry swings around and gets the third. And Victor's left alone in this 1v4. Curry gets 4 on the round to essentially single-handedly get Cloud9 over that over the round to get him to a 13-4 win on IceBox. Balla, that was dominant.